So I'm here with Puppy. How are you guys?
We're very well, man. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Here at 2000 Trees.
Woo!
How's your day been so far?
Glorious. We had a great show. The crowd were lovely, and we've just been basking in the sunshine. You can't argue with that. Can you argue with that, Jock?
No way.
Jock can't argue with that.
Good.
Don't even try.
No, not at all. Now, you released a new record earlier this year. Tell us about the record.
Confirmed. It's called Pure Evil. We recorded it. We wrote and recorded it ourselves. It's the first time we've done something totally kind of in-house. We didn't get any in-house writers on this one. We did it over lockdown, pretty much. We converted our studio in Hackney into a recording studio. Jock got really good at recording stuff. Started recording stuff. We realised he wasn't quite good enough to record stuff, so we got someone else in to help us engineer the drums. Jock got better, and then I would say halfway through, actually clocked it, and we got into a good groove, started making that album. It was really good fun.
Yeah, it was essentially like our lockdown project, right? I think we had there was a few things we had lined up in terms of like going in with producers and stuff, and things are getting cancelled and shit. And I guess we didn't know when live music was coming back anyway. And
they were being cancelled for political reasons.
yeah, we were meant to go record with Marilyn Manson. That fell through, and God knows why. But look,
Don't go there.
no, so we weren't, by the way, just to be clear. No, so we
Return our email.
we tried.
Weren't young enough.
Whoa, here we go. It was basically like kind of out of necessity, but it was a really nice thing because the whole process became very like insular, and it was just the three of us.
Yeah.
We'd always worked to a kind of like quite a do you remember? It was great.
I'm glad I was there. I mean, I had a huge input.
Huge input. Hell of a trombone player. But we'd always recorded with people. Producers, and again, that's always great. It's always great to have someone's input, but it was quite nice to maybe go back to just the three of us and see that through an entire album process.
Yeah.
And I think you can hear that in the album. I think the album's sounds like people kind of experimenting, I guess, and like pushing the boat out a bit more because for the first time, because we weren't on a clock or whatever, we could track songs that maybe we weren't even sure would make it.
Yeah.
And just to see. And there'd be some songs we'd record that we were sure would be on the album, and they weren't. And then there was there's a song called "Hear My Word" on the album, which is like kind of like an interlude thing. That was just sort of like kind of like a half idea we thought was kind of cool, and we just decided to track it and see what happened, and we ended up really liking the results. So it feels like a real studio album. I think it was nice that it was our little. I don't know, like a little letter to ourselves from that period.
Do you think you'd write like that again then for the next release, or do you think you'd revert back to how you did it before?
I don't know. I think it's definitely influenced us, and I think with every recording, there's always been sort of a theme, or like not a theme musically, but like a theme in terms of our approach.
Yeah.
That the record was very much coloured by our approach going in there. Yeah. So I don't know really. I guess we'll just kind of take it as it comes, really. If who's a really famous? If Timberland really wanted to do an album with us, we probably wouldn't say, "Sorry, Timberland, we're going to record it in our studio in Homerton." But I don't know.
Maybe he could come. Maybe we could still record it in Homerton, but Timberland can come down and do his magic.
That would be great. Yeah,
I'm sure he would.
Timberland, if you're watching, I'm
sure he is as well.
I'm sure he is. He's a huge fan.
He loves affiliated content.
Indeed. And anything to do with puppies, just in general.
Yeah,
I might just stumble across it.
That was our hope. That's the only reason. It's obviously it's a stupid name and it's not very Googleable. But we thought at a certain point Timberland might be googling puppies and he might find a picture of us and think, "Fuck, okay, that's."
He's searching stupid puppies on YouTube, and then voila, this.
Well, number one hit up when you put in stupid. Yeah.
Indeed. You've had a headline tour as well.
We have the Tour Evil.
How was it?
It was a slog. It was long. We'd sort of forgotten how intense it was to tour, but I have to say, it was amazing. Periodically, we hadn't played shows together live for years, and we'd never played any of those new songs that we put into the set. That was really exciting to see. We finished it up at the Garage in London, which is actually not very far from where we grew up, where we went to school together. We had Zetra opening for us. We had Inhuman Nature on after that. We also had Oversize, a great kind of shoegazy Deftones act on the rest of the tour, and it felt quite beautiful. I think that was one of the best shows we've ever played.
Yeah.
It was really nice. Yeah, it'd been a minute, so I guess we were like, sorry. It'd been a minute since we played live, so I guess you're a bit excited and apprehensive at the same time. But it was great, man. It was really nice, and to do it like off the back of a record, I think there was like, talk before of being like, oh, you can do a gig now, so you should go out and do a gig. But I think I'm really glad it ended up happening after the album was out, because it's nice to feel like you're supporting something and people have, are giving that sort of support back to you. Like, it was really cool.
Yeah. Good. And once you leave here this weekend, where are you heading off to next? What's the plan for the summer?
We got Arc Tangent Festival is our next one.
I don't think this has been confirmed yet. We're potentially maybe doing some kind of in-store things to coincide with the vinyl release of the album.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's not confirmed, but I think we'd like to mark that in some way. Yeah. I'm going on holiday to Greece as well next week. Naxos, which is where Zeus is from.
Sick. We're also in talks.
So he's going to be producing as well the next album.
We're also in talks to headline Glastonbury this year. Obviously, we still haven't heard back, and judging from the footage, it appears to have happened. So I'm not sure what's happening with that, but we'll.
I think that was a trial run, because it's the first one they've done after COVID, and they're going to do the proper one with us, Timberland, and Coldplay. There's been some dispute whether Coldplay will play above us or under, and I mean, we
don't want to get into that right now. I think our lawyers are heavily involved in that, so we'll let them deal with that.
As long as you're on stage with Timberland, your new producer.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah. And what's the plans for next year? I mean, 2023. Do you plan on writing, recording, studio, touring?
I don't know, man. Like, like it's funny. We obviously come out the back of COVID. Like, we spent the whole time making a record. It's out now. The response has been really good. We're really happy with it, and I think at the minute we're just kind of like sort of happy with that. Like, I'm really proud of us that we sort of managed to pull that out of the bag, because it was tough at times, I guess, like for everyone. So that's cool. I'm happy we did that, and we'll see. I mean, we're always coming up with stupid ideas, so trust me, it'll come out soon.
We're going to write a James Bond themed rock opera, is what Jock's trying to say.
I think you should.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, for the next film, you're the writers for the thing.
7 days a week. 24 hours a day.
Yeah, Craig David meets James Bond is the idea.
We thought we were booking Daniel Craig, but we got Craig David instead.
You got it mixed up.
Yeah. I was assassinating someone on Monday.
Amateur.
Yeah, it writes itself. Come on,
it does.
Yeah. It all takes place on Ibiza.
No, cool. Are you hoping to take it overseas as well? Are you hoping to go to Europe and into the States?
There's some swirls of ideas maybe for that happening later in the year, but we don't know really yet. It's again, it's another boring thing to say, but like Brexit happened in it, so like it's all fucking really tough to do. Like,
well, we can't leave the country anymore.
Yeah,
we're
exactly.
Trapped.
Yeah, exactly.
We might just do another UK tour, but ask that everyone dresses a bit differently and speaks in like. If they speak French, I mean, people who speak Spanish or French or Italian, they will get in for free.
Yeah, it'll be like a Eurovision party. We're going to get people to dress up as countries they, maybe have like a grandparent from or something like that.
European tour. We're wearing like stripy shirts and shit, like only playing songs in French. Serge Gainsbourg is going to figure very heavily.
100%.
Well, I think we've got the next record planned, haven't we now? Which is great.
Yeah. Just happened now. Thank you.
No problem.
Around the world in 80 sleighs.
Christmas record.
Yeah, Christmas record.
Guys, it's been a pleasure having a catch up with you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure having a catch up with you.
Thank you.
Thank
Cheers.
you so much, man.
Thank you.